Testing one, two, three. Will be going on in just a few. Beautiful night, beautiful night, beautiful night. Doing this live in West Memphis, Arkansas, and y'all just give me a couple of seconds. I will be going on. It's one of these old pop up lives. You know how I am. I'm always seeming to come on because I am a truck driver. It's very hard to schedule lives the way I should. Okay, but like I said, take take me as I am. Welcome, 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 welcome. And I said that I would do more content on YouTube, and I'm trying to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? What I say, you know what I'm saying? It was a couple of days ago when I had came on and did a live, and yeah, I'm back. I'm back again. Okay, and most of the stuff that I talk about is some of the things that I get from face to face what I deal with on TikTok. Most of the times that's what it is what it is. They always seeming to try to suspend. I notice on TikTok there are so many different content creators that have been getting suspended or banned. They've been getting suspended or banned. Okay, so that's telling me that they have been banding against our content. They have been banding against our content. There are other outlets that you can go to. I've been hearing fan base. There are other multiple outlets if you just don't want to just be doing your content on on YouTube. But YouTube is my baby, and I will always continue doing my thing here on YouTube. Of course, both of my channels were temporarily suspended on TikTok, but that's just we already know how TikTok is. We already understand that uh, the truth will always be contested. The truth will always be contested. No matter how much information we've been out here doing, there always going to be somebody out here to try to stop what we were trying to build. Okay. And that's just the bottom line. Sharon in the house, how you doing? It's great to see you in the chat early. It's really great to see you. Um, One of my topics was gator babies, and we talked about this on TikTok, and I said I was going to bring up the history of the gator baby and the American gator baby. Okay, that's in the South, from Florida. Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, basically Florida and Louisiana, most so, dealing, and most of the coastal areas that's dealing with the term gator baby. Okay, so that for those who don't know, they used to take our babies and use our babies as bait. They would use our babies as bait, so gators would come to try to come to eat them, and then they would try to hunt the gator down. So they would use our children as bait. So we talked about that, and we also want to talk. I was gonna talk about Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is experiencing what we've been telling y'all for the longest. Michael B. Jordan is experiencing what we've been telling y'all for the longest. Um, we talk about the diaspora. Everybody talks about, unity with the diaspora, and we all from the diaspora. I keep telling y'all, all skin folks are not kin folks, and there are Caribbean brothers and sisters out here that have been fooled by the masses, and they have been very much teaming up with others. And you see this, and they had this big march up on, you had this big march, Nicki Minaj, and she came out against Michael B. Jordan. He was trying to name his product, his alcohol product, after a city. I think it's a city or a town in the Caribbean, and it was a big attack. It was a big attack. And what we don't understand is, oh, thank you so much. It's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to have you here. And you don't know how much you mean to me to be here. And then Michael B. Jordan, and we get down and as I talk about Michael B. Jordan, we talked about this before on TikTok, is the fact that all skin folks ain't kin folks. And there are some Caribbean nations who have been taught wrong against people of color in America. And they are teaming up. Now, Michael B. Jordan was trying to get his product known, and you would probably, there was even one person that said, well, you guys are acting like this was the colonizer that has done this. They see us as the colonizers. They see they look at us, and they don't see us a part of them. They don't see us a part of them. Egyptian goddess. And I want you guys to understand this. They don't see us a part of them. And one of the reasons why they don't see us a part of them because of colonizations of their own land, their countries. They see us as the enemy. And you would have thought in the diaspora, you would have thought that they would have seen the brother as a part of a unity in the black nation. But they don't see him that way. They don't know you, Americans. So the brother thought he can brand a name, a city, it's a town that's in the Caribbean, that he thought he can brand that name for his alcohol that he's branding. And they had an uproar. And it's all over TikTok. Nicki Minaj called him out. And this is not like this is a white boy. This is a melanated brother. This ain't like it's a white boy. It's a melanated brother. And they called him out, and they treated him in such a way like he's not a part of the diaspora. Because you're not. And this is the things that we keep telling you. You want to hold on to something. You want to be a part of something. You want to be brotherhood with people who don't know you, who don't see you in the same sense as you see them. As you look to brotherhood, as you look to people, and you think that they are your brother because you got something in common because of your melanin. Melanin don't make you brother. Melanin, what you see in people, it does not mean we are the same. It's like many times, and shout out to Egyptian goddess, when people see Egyptian, they assume Egyptian, that Egypt is in Africa. But we over here We see Egypt being here in America. The more that we dig up, the more that we do research, we see that this is truly the old land, that this is the old world. This is truly the old land, truly the old world, that America is older than any other continent. And some people don't see it like that. Some people don't study enough to understand that America, Mary, America, before colonization, was recognized as the old world. Shout out to a 504 Indigenous Warrior in the house. If you would love to come on the panel, my brother, we opening up the panels tonight. You Egyptian Goddess, Sharon, anybody who would like, y'all just hit the link. The link is right there. Right there. I'm putting a star on it if anybody would like to come on. This is a good night to talk. It's a good night to talk. So if you guys would like to come on, y'all come on. Let's come on talk with Chief Peanut Notifiable for tonight. Because I'm welcoming you on the panel. So if you guys would like to come on in, y'all come on up on the panel. And we're going to talk about these things with how Africa, how the diaspora, how Caribbean people see us. And sometimes because they have been taught a certain way to see us, they think the blue-eyed devil is inside of us, and they see us that way. And they believe that we're privileged, but in a sense that they are more privileged than what we are. The opportunities that immigrants get when they come to America, the monies, the grants, the loans that immigrants get, is truly immigrants are well ahead of the people that were born here. The people that were born here are less privileged than you have immigrants. And I want people to understand the things. And when we tend to think that we should appreciate running water. We should appreciate electricity. That we should be very, very appreciative and proud of our situation. Because of the fact that we think that because of our struggle, we are in the same playing field. But you're not on the same playing field. Because you're able to go to a school system that has been broken, that removes critical race theory in the schools. Removing of the fear of teaching them the right way. And they work on, and these are the things that we talk about these things multiple times. See, their fear of us learning who we truly are. Critical race theories are being removed every day out schools in Florida, Georgia, Louisiana. The South is trying their best to remove the true learnings. And that's why we are here to preserve what's the truth. And when I bring up Michael B. Jordan, it's because I want you guys to understand that it doesn't matter the success in your life. It doesn't matter how powerful you get. The black nations ganged up on the brother. Nicki Minaj, all of these people ganged up on the brother because he truly wanted to brand something of the Caribbeans. He wanted to brand his alcohol. He wanted to make money and prosper. But how many YT people have done the same to these Caribbean nations, have done the same to all of these African nations who goes around and take and take and take and take. But as soon as a person of color tries to use a brand in the Caribbeans, the whole Caribbean nation stands against a black man. So you believe that's your brother and you believe that's your sister. And you have to understand that they truly don't know you. These countries don't know you. They see you, but they don't know you. And I keep telling you, you have paved the way of the world for everybody. And everybody bands against you. They work hard of banding against you. But they can go on and copy our culture. You see more Caribbeans doing rap music. You see more Caribbeans dancing and doing rap music, singing like us. You see the same thing with Africans. But we're not they don't have a problem with sharing and taking from our culture. But when another black man goes to take to basically in honor of a Caribbean, the Caribbean people, to name his alcohol product off of them, then everybody turns against the black man of America. American blacks are truly by themselves. American blacks are truly by themselves. Just as dead as the name black, they are truly by themselves. Just as dead as what the definition of the word black. But we think that people love us. You think that people are moving with us. And I have told people many times during the Civil Rights Act and the Indian Rights Act, where were the Caribbean people? Where were the African people? Where were the Mexican people? Where were the Puerto Rican people? Where were anybody? Where were the Jews? Where were Palestine? When our struggles happen, no one's there to help us. And we're truly by ourselves when it comes down to the world affairs. They need us to care for everybody. They need our support because we have broken the mold in history. The freedoms of the world relies on us. And they need our leadership, but they don't respect us. And I want you guys to understand that melanated people in America, we have always helped everybody but us. We are always unified with everybody but us. And Jim Crow has had our people this way. Jim Crow, we have not broken out of the bondage. We have not broken out of the chains of Jim Crow. We don't support each other the way them Caribbean nations support each other. We don't the way all of them African people support each other. We don't do it, brothers and sisters. We truly don't support one another. We're so busy battling, jealous, envy of each other. We don't want to see a brother get one up on us. We don't want to see a sister get one up on us because we still have envy and jealousy. And that's the thing that has been taught to us. We've been taught to dislike one another. We've been taught to be jealous. And we are very wicked to one another. And everybody is racing past us. And everybody is unifying against us. And I want people to understand that. I want you to. Sometimes you got to say the things that may make people feel uncomfortable. It's okay to speak things that make people uncomfortable because that's going to allow people to wake up. At some point in your life, you got to be uncomfortable because we have stepped. I'm going to step on toes because we have not been good to each other. So Michael B. Jordan, instead of you going to the Caribbeans and naming your alcohol beverage after a Caribbean, and they don't have a lot of respect for you, and they don't want you to prosper in your brand. Michael B. Jordan. There are many of cities in America that you can prosper. You brand America. You don't have to go to other countries. Do you understand what we have done throughout history? And I want you guys to understand, you know, we have a liking for foreign brand. Us as a people, we have a liking to support foreign brand. When I was young, we loved the Jabos. We loved the Polos. And all of these things that we were loving to buy were foreign brand. And there was a time we talked about a couple of partners of mine. We were talking about that we were getting there with FUBU. We were getting there with FUBU. But most of our people we want to go out there and get Gucci. We support Gucci. We make billions and billions of dollars for corporations who don't give a damn about us. We give so much, but we don't get anything back as a people. It's time for us to brand us. American Gator babies. American Gator babies. It's time for us to brand us. Make money off of us. There are many historical places in America that the brother can brand. When these other nations of people turn their backs on us, we should be opening arms to our brother and have him. He can go to New York and brand. There's cities in New York. There's cities in Memphis, Tennessee. There's cities in New Orleans, Louisiana. There's cities in Florida. There's cities all across this country. You can brand what's right here in America. You don't have to go over to Caribbean people to brand something from them. Because these Caribbean nations are coming together for their people. Anytime they could get Nicki Minaj to come together, to get Nicki Minaj to come against the brother Michael B. Jordan. Talking about he don't know the history. He don't know the history in the Caribbeans to be branding such a name. He don't know now. He don't know none of our history of the diaspora. Because he's not a part of the diaspora nation. He's not a part of the diaspora nation. And I want people to understand this. We are linking ourselves to people who don't accept us. We are our own nation of people. And it's okay. We have built so much success in America. We need to brand our name here in America. And there's so much we have built in America. There has so much when the influences that you see Caribbean nations, the influence that you see out here with African nations, you see these people, you see this in Mexico, you see the Puerto Ricans, you see the Dominicans, who they emulating, who they imitating. They're imitating you, the power and success that you have, the things that you have done. People have made money off of our people for so many years. I was just watching, an episode of Dionne Warwick, and she had a song, and it was this YT woman who came back, and Dionne Warwick had to sue the woman because the same woman went back and she re-sang her song. You know how many Dionne Warwicks that have been taken? We goes to Elvis Presley, how all of these people have stolen music. American music is melanated people. American music is melanated people. And we have a deep culture. We are deep people. And it's time for us to start taking things back. And so many times we out here, we want everybody, we want to please. We need everybody's acceptance. We need to be accepted by everybody. No, you don't need to be accepted by everybody. Because when you truly look within yourself, you are truly great just the way you are. The wild Indians that you are. The power of a wild Indian. Royalty, thank you so much, Egyptian goddess. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. I want to thank you so much. I see you. And we don't see who we are. And I think that's we don't see the good in us. We don't see the talent in us. And people love to be next to us so they can take from us. They're not paying homage to us. They're not paying homage to us. They're taking from us. TikTok is a app where you see it all the time. There's many people on TikTok. You see dances. So many talented, melanated American blacks. So all of the talent that we have out here is being imitated. And they truly have other talented people, but they get their inspiration from you. They get their inspiration from you. You see Chinese women singing Whitney Houston songs, Caucasian women singing Whitney Houston songs. And there are some talented folks. But we inspire everybody. Everybody's out here doing, you see Chinese women. All of a sudden now, they are singing the music that we provided to the nation. Because as we lead, everybody follows. As we lead, everyone follows. And as we lead, everyone takes. And they're not paying homage to us. They just take. You know how many people have taken and not paying homage at the same time? They take and not paying homage at the same time. They take and not paying homage because the more they're getting rich off of my people. And we have not figured out how to get rich off of our own self. But people are making money off of us. But how dare us try to make money off of other people? You go to TikTok and you'll see they tried to shame Michael B. Jordan. I couldn't believe all of them, the disgrace, and this is not like a white tea person. They went after Michael T. Jordan. I'm a Michael B. Jordan. Like Michael B. Jordan was a white man who had stolen something from them. They, like I said, they even had Nicki Minaj come at this brother. And when I'm telling you, all skin folks and kin folks, I'm letting you know just because people look like you. Akon have sat around our people for a very long time, mimicking. Akon stayed around mimicking and then goes back to Africa and says hip hop comes from Africa. Comes to America and gets all the love in America and then goes back to Africa to talk shit about us. Because we let everybody in. We let everybody in. Everybody can come to the fucking cookout. And nobody can pay homage at the same time. You're letting people in who are not paying homage, who are not paying respect. American Gator babies, because the reason why I call us American Gator babies, because that's what they're calling us on TikTok. And I will honor the ancestors that were eaten by the gators. And you don't realize how many Africans that these fools don't understand how they've been colonized, how the Europeans use crocodiles on their ass. But they have the audacity to call American blacks gator babies. St. Peter's, Florida used to use, it was right there in St. Petersburg, Florida, where they used us to draw gators, to unalive, to catch the gators, because they was trying to catch the gators for meat. Some of our young people didn't make it, and the gators were 8-hour babies. They have been culture vulturing for many years, sister. But yet, when we adapt something from them, then it's a mockery. It's a mockery. They make a mockery of us when we out here paying homage to them. Because Michael B. Jordan could have went anywhere. And he was trying to name his product off of a Caribbean. He tried to get that Caribbean island twist to his alcohol product. But let me tell you something. You got to stop going out here begging. Stop going out here trying to beg people who don't love you. You need to come back, Michael B. Jordan, to your people. You know, name your alcohol product after Harlem. Name it after Harlem. Name it after Brooklyn. Name it after New Orleans. Name it after Atlanta. There's ports in the United States that you can brand right here in America. Name it after LA. Name it after Miami. There are tropical places right here in America, right there in Florida. But we want to go to other places to show love to other people when people are not showing the same love back to us. And I want you guys to understand what I'm telling you. We are broken bread with everybody, and everybody ain't breaking bread with us. If you stroll up right more, you can hit you stroll up just a bit. The link is in the chat if you would like to come on and talk with me tonight. The link is in the chat. Just stroll up a bit to the top and you can come on. Anybody would like to come on and talk with me for a bit. And these are the things that I want people to understand. We got to get an understanding. We got to get an understanding that we're not the same people. And we have Caribbean brothers and sisters that I believe that are a part of the Americans. But when you've been colonized the way some of these islands have, these people don't see us as the same. And I believe there are many Haitian brothers and sisters that are connected to us here in this land. I believe there are many Dominican brothers and sisters. But some of these people have been colonized for so long themselves, and they don't see us. And they won't see us. We're talking about Michael B. Jordan, and we're talking about gator babies. And we're talking about the fact that Michael B. Jordan went to the Caribbeans to promote and name his alcohol beverage after a town in uh, in the Caribbean, and he had a serious backlash from Caribbean people, and they were talking about that they don't know any history. He don't know any history. He's not from the diaspora. And I want you guys to understand that these people don't see us the same. Because they know we're not the same. And I keep telling my brothers and sisters, all skin folks and kin folks. All skin folks are not kin folks. And if you're going to brand yourself, why not brand here in America? I believe those vicious invaders feed our babies to scare. Yeah, let me tell you something. What you're saying is so correct. I want you guys to understand this. We have so many invaders. We support. I used to watch this when I was young, and you go get your meat special. I remember being a young man trying to go out there and get we would go get meat specials and shit like that. Didn't have a lot of money back in the days, and I thought I was catching the deal. And do you not realizing that in this meat special you see the hormones, you can see the chicken, and you wonder why the chicken's so goddamn big. You see flies and shit all around, and you're like, oh no, I'm not buying that shit. And you don't realize that these people, Pakistan, all of these people, the India, all these people who sell to us, they're not eating the food that they're selling to us. Most of these people, you see them praying, and they're vegans, they're not eating the same shit that they're selling. They sell us cancerous foods. And we go out there and we think we're catching a deal. We think that these people love us, but these people don't love us. We have made these people rich. They only come in our neighborhoods of business. When you see immigrants come into some of the roughest neighborhoods. Immigrants do not go in YT areas. They're only allowed to be in the worstest neighborhoods of America. And they're feeding to us. And y'all don't see what's going on. And this has been a problem for a very long time. They show disrespect. There are many of them who are very disrespectful to our people. They don't. We have made them billions and millions of dollars. Y'all go look at all of the immigrants, and the immigrants are becoming powerful from our dollars. It's us the problem. We are the problem because we allow immigrants to push out mom and pop stores. We have no grocery stores. When you go to Mexicans, when you go look at the Mexican stores, they got fresh fruits and vegetables. Fresh fruits and vegetables for the women to go shop. But when you look at our brothers and sisters, We're not going to the mom and pop stores, the black owned businesses anymore. We are out here shopping on the corner store because we don't go to Walmart. We're not going to the big stores because some of our people don't have cars. Our people going to these corner stores and they're getting cancerous foods. And they are making these people rich. Malt liquor. You're buying the cheapest beer out there. And they know that we're going to go out there and buy the cheapest liquor. Our people have not understand that we have been our own demise. We are the problem because we don't support our own people. The mom and pop stores went under, and then you see India, you see Pakistanians, you see Vietnamese, you see all of these other people in your neighborhood. But back when you were young, you had mom and pop stores that looked like you. Our people used to buy from people that look like us. And I'm not making this about race. I want you guys to understand that this is far from being about race. This is about loving your own people. Shout out to Big Dog Philly. And y'all make sure that y'all keep following that brother. Make sure that if you're a subscriber, a new subscriber to me, y'all subscribe today to Big Dog Philly, Brian's, and all these other content creators that's out here. But we are out here. We don't get fresh vegetables. We're not getting fresh vegetables. They're not selling you fresh fruits. We are eating toxin. And that's why we are the leader in diabetes. We are the leaders in high blood pressure. We are the leaders in all of these diseases that you're seeing. Because it's what we are eating in the foods that we're putting in our system. And we don't understand these things. You think these people give a damn about you? You think that they give a damn? They put some damn chicken on a corner store 24 hours for you to eat the greasy ass chicken that is steroids. And you go to Mexicans and you go see the Mexicans grocery stores. I went out there and saw a Mexican grocery store in Georgia and I was so jealous. And you couldn't be mad at the Mexicans because they're doing a damn good job. How could I be mad at the Mexicans? Because they got a store where women can go there and shop fresh vegetables, fresh produce. I mean, the whole ordeal was just impressive. And we're not doing that, family. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And it's not I'm not here to dislike Mexicans. I'm not here to dislike any other race of people. I want to be like the other race of people. I want us to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, and I want to be like the other people who are self-efficient and not relying on other people. Because that's what they want us all to do, pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. But we the only group of people who is not picking ourselves up. We're the only group of people. And you got to make it sense. Everybody's out here fending and doing their shit for themselves, and we have got comfortable into the system of YT people. We are lazy. Oh, yeah. We want to do all this dodash shit. We need to be out there in the gardens growing. I put Charlene in a house. I put 1,000 seeds in the ground. Just last week, 2 weeks ago, I put 1,000 seeds in the ground. And I encourage you to put some seeds in the ground. I put collard greens, mustard greens. I put lettuce. I put broccoli out there. I put cabbage out in the fields. Because what you getting out here. And all it took for me to see my mother experience cancer, seeing my sister die of cancer, seeing my mother die right behind her of cancer. It's not a good feeling. Seeing myself 2 years ago in a condition battling, and I just was talking about this the anniversary of me 2 years ago suffering with diabetes. And I want to make this special announcement to y'all. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And yesterday I went to the doctor, and the doctor is ready to remove the pills off me. I'm no longer a diabetic because I worked hard. And it's all about what you put in your system. It's all about what you eat. I dedicated myself to remove all that sugar. I went from being 253 pounds and I was a big guy, I felt healthy, and I woke up one day and I was 138 pounds. And I had a rare diabetes that caused me to lose weight instead of gain weight. And I had a lot of brothers and sisters who followed me right here on TikTok. And I know, and a lot of, Sister Cherokee Tulu said, "I'm worried about you, Chief." Many people were worried about me because I was so fucking dried up. My whole bed was full of water. I had sweated my whole self out. I was thirsty every day. I was getting severe leg cramps. I could barely fucking walk. But I'm no longer going through that no more. Because I work myself through foods, exercise, and I have built myself up. Now I'm 220 pounds. And I have been healthy. And I want you guys to understand that no matter what you're going through, that you can overcome anything if you put your mind to it. But if you listen to the doctor, you listen to people telling you that it's that you're going to fail and you're going to that is that you ain't got that long to live, or you're going to get sicker. If you put that in your brain, you're going to fail. And there's some things that you just got to tune out. When you tune out the world and you just start fighting for yourself. And that's what I want you guys to do. Fight for yourself. Don't let nobody determine your fate. Don't allow people to determine who you are. I'm not a perfect dude. Not a perfect dude at all. But I devote my life in trying to help people. I want to be a better person. I want to be just better overall person. If I win, I want you to win with me. We're supposed to build tribes, but we're losing the children. How are you going to build tribes but when you don't have the attention of young people? You're out here saying that you want to build tribes and don't even have the attention of young people. I want to thank everybody for once again showing up, showing out. Thank you so much. You guys are so excellent. Oh, we got Brightmore. He says he's about to come on. But and I just want to let you guys know that everything I have been doing, what I do, I have done, I have always tried to live my life to see it's a testimony. And nature is everything. You are your highest self. You are your highest self. And let me take that back. Your children are your highest self. You are your lower self. You are your past self. And your children are your future. And this is the things that we have to understand. I want you guys to understand that the Michael B. Jordan story, go out and check it out, y'all. Go see how the Caribbean brothers and sisters turned against this brother. Just because this brother wanted to brand a name. Because he wanted to brand his business under a Caribbean name. And how Nicki Minaj and other celebrities came down on him. And how TikTok, they got so many people talking shit about him. He does not know anything of the diaspora. And that's they put it. Bright more, are you with me?
What I do, cuz? What's the deal, Peanut?
It's been a long time since I seen you.
Man, I be in the background. I be watching. I just be in the background.
You probably never went to TikTok yet.
Hell no, man. You cutting up over there, Ab cutting up. Everybody cutting up on TikTok.
It's we is Av TV, original copy Empress Hoover, myself. Um, it's a bunch of us. You know, we decided we had branched over there. And is of course we all get suspended every so often. But
All right, no, I'm getting suspended ASAP.
yeah, so it is what it is. But what do you think about the Michael B. Jordan situation? That these people saying that he's not of the diaspora, he don't know no history of the diaspora, and they also these Caribbean people are very upset with him. What happened was he had went to the Caribbeans to brand his alcohol business that he's about to drop. He was naming his alcohol business after a city down there in the Caribbeans, and the Caribbean people got upset, and they all Nicki Minaj and many other celebrities they jumped him and are saying it's
Nicki
disrespectful.
Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj and so many of them jumped him and said, "Nah, nah, nah, we don't like this, and we don't like what you're doing, and you're not diaspora, you know, no history of the Caribbeans," and that's what we've been talking about. They can come out and basically culture vulture us, but
I
let
was just
us
about to
step in.
say, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
That we that's what the most of this live was about, and that's what we talk about all the time. They literally say that he's American, he's not of them. Now, do you understand what I'm be talking about? All skin folks ain't kin folks, because at the end of the day, they're gonna go with their own people.
I'd have been like, nigga, fuck y'all. Never mind, I can't even. Never mind.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Brightmore? Brightmore, he can very much go. Where's he born from? Where's Michael B. Jordan born from? Do you know?
I know he from the mainland. Yeah, I
East
thought
Coast. So why don't he
he,
go to Brooklyn? Why don't he go do something in Harlem or do something on the East Coast? Go out there and brand alcohol
what type
beverage right here in America.
what type of liquor was it?
It's I guess it's on that Hennessy level.
Maybe a rum or a cognac or something.
Yeah, it's cognac.
Hmm. It might sell better out there, depending on what it is. Then
But
at the same time, like
I, th-
shit,
I think as us as American Indians, I think we need to not rely American blacks here. We need to start branding more American. I
yeah,
think we need because I always talked about this that we tend to think that going foreign like buying French wine or going buying a net polo or something that's named in France or that must be that's more exotic, that's more you get what I'm saying? We
well, we
got to
gotta be
get out
real
of the
with it. We gotta
huh?
be real with it. He ain't he a part of the he a part of the mother peoples now. You know, like niggas ain't really all skin folk ain't kin folk, even if they're from the mainland. You feel me? Like
Right.
I don't know. I can't really say he ain't with us, but at the same time, I can't say he is with us. You feel me? Like I just feel
Uh-huh.
like it's a whole society of motherfuckers that got their own little plan. You feel me? Of Hollywood that they don't include none of the niggas, even though they niggas. So you feel me? Do I? Yeah, Peanut. He
Don't
lying.
and,
But
and don't you think that's a problem because they wanna culture vulture us when it comes down here in
that's where the
America?
issue at. That's where the issue at. Y'all can't complain that somebody went over there and decided to profit when y'all come over here. Like I'd have been like, Nicki Minaj, bitch, you rapping. You feel me? Like you rap. You feel me? Like
They now the Akon and all of them are saying that they are the original of hip hop now. This is what happens when we let these people in. When we let them in, they're not paying homage to the people that started. They are now trying to say that they are the ones that are the reason of hip hop because what they're
yeah.
linking on is our color. They're linking on us being descent from them that they think which we're not descent from them. But they're trying to go with that narrative that we learn everything from them.
And it comes from them being in the background of hip hop and us being so goddamn friendly, letting them learn how to break dance and all that shit, and letting Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, and niggas come in like that. So, which I still don't understand, like how in the hell Busta Rhymes and all them could say they really created hip hop when he's like he know that all his greats is from nowhere but America, other than Bob Marley. You feel me? The mainlands. So it is weird on how most of these people, you know, say that they help create hip hop, or they race of people help create hip hop. You know, and it's like, nah, y'all were just there watching. You feel me? Y'all was feeling the vibe with us. Feel me?
Well,
Okay,
my
one
brother,
or two of y'all slid in, but it ain't like, you feel me? It ain't like y'all really contribute. You feel me? Can
you
we
starting
really
to see
say?
that with R&B too, though, brother. You're starting to see that even with the with R&B, you starting to see which I don't have a problem with other people because if you got it, you got it. But you're starting to see other ethnic groups are mimicking Whitney Houston, mimicking some just go if you go check it out, man, on
No,
YouTube, they're
we is
mimicking.
not about to do that. No, we is not about to say Whitney. No, no, we not about to
Oh yeah,
give.
they're doing it on TikTok right now. They're mimicking all. They tried the Chinese
I mean,
girl
they
is
might be
trying to.
mimicking, but we is not about to do our great like that. Not Whitney voice. Yeah, for what they doing, they is not mimicking that voice. They can try to fuck all they want with that one, but not Whitney's crackhead and all, whatever the fuck they want to call it. You feel me? Like, it ain't no mimicking that voice.
They
I'm
might say
sorry.
crackhead and all.
You feel me? It's not that. That is a God's sent voice. You feel me? That is a frequency that is, man. Niggas better stop playing. They better stop playing. I've been seeing a little bit of the bullshit on YouTube pop up on, you know, little short videos of what they be doing and how they switching up the music and making it sound more like theirs, but they still using our fucking voice and words and every goddamn thing. I don't know, but eventually they gonna see the bullshit that they doing.
Now we're gonna switch over to Gator babies. Um, I know, like I said, you have been over there. You checked out App TV. Um, I don't know if he told you that some of these Africans have gotten to the point where they're making fun, calling us gator babies, and they get the term gator babies from St. Petersburg,
Talking
Florida,
about Louisiana.
when they used to feed gator babies, when they used to use our children as bait.
I really
So that
don't really still believe that. I'm gonna be. That's
no,
just
no,
me.
it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact, brother. It's a fact. I've done the research. It's a fact. In St. Petersburg, Florida, they would take melanated babies, and use them as bait. So the gators would come close, and then they would shoot the gators or stab the gators for gator meat. But they would use our children as bait.
I got a question. Where in the fuck was those kids' parents?
Um, Being somebody's, I guess somebody's slave.
Under like a servitude
Yeah,
contract or
under
some shit like
servitude.
that.
Yes, under servitude.
Oh God, I can see. All right, maybe some shit like that where if the kids was under servitude, under contract, and maybe parents didn't know because the kids been at these plantations for a certain amount of months of times and maybe years of time, and maybe I could see some shit like that when you say it like that.
That what
But
they have,
I never really did believe that
when it
shit.
comes down to prisoners of war, they do horrible things to prisoners of war. And you have to understand that not all of our people were slaves, but they were people that were slaves, and but they were prisoners of war. And
Hey,
being prisoners of war, there were some heinous things that happened to us.
who the hell was teasing,
Huh?
or who was making fun of that?
Oh, Africans. They read a book and now they're calling us gator babies.
You
And
talking about the same nigga? Hold on. Which Africans? I don't want to just say some shit that's gonna make all of Africa
these
pissed
were
off.
some East Africans, and these were
You
some
talking about the
Nigerians.
same niggas being treated badly by the Asians?
Right, right. And you got to go check it out on TikTok. They've been calling us gator babies, and then I went and done some history, and it's kind of crazy. I found the book, and you can check it out on my TikTok. You can find it out. It'll show you where crocodiles were used, that they were feeding Africans to they fed the colonizers will feed Africans to the crocodiles. So that you can tell that these people had the same thing that was brought here.
Man, I'm be real. I was just thinking about this shit, Peanut, and this is nothing on history, or nothing like that. But I honestly think I can whoop like five Asians' ass at one time. Like I just found I ain't know Bruce Lee had lost a match to a American Negro. You feel me? So that really that upped
Well,
my confidence.
you
Like
gotta understand where kung fu come from. It did not come from Asian. The very first kung
Samurai
fu
was
samurai was a
yeah
black man.
I understand all that, but I'm just saying when you just be like nigga Bruce Lee lost to a nigga. You feel me? So that I was already like I can take 3 4 of them niggas, but like I'm upping the numbers now. You feel me? Like girl, I ain't even know the nigga lost the match. You feel me?
Oh my god! Well, and that's another thing that we got going on TikTok. They all banning against us because, okay, I had put out some information, and I was showing them that the origin of Chinese people are a mutation of African people. They are a mutation of an African. What happened is they have the same DNA line as Africans do, and
Mhm.
we actually they had a they just had a guy, one of the guys, the scientists came back and stated that they realized that slanted eyes did not come from Asia. Slanted eyes came from Africa. So they're finding out that they are related to the Africans, and it's just a mutated African. But a lot of these
That's why
that's
that's
why
why I ain't
that's
feel
why
bad about them niggas getting treated the way they getting
That's
treated
why
by
they
the
carried
Chinese.
them on their shoulders. If you ever seen when they go down, when the Chinese people go there, they kind of celebrate them. They celebrate Asian people.
Which is weird because Asians would be the second from them. But whatever,
And
whatever
then
they
when,
want.
when we look at Mongolian people, Siberian, The Siberian people, when you look at them, where they come from, they are,
Asian.
yeah, these people are another mixed breed people. Okay, and if you look at the Alaska used to be owned by Russia. That's why they are. If you look in law, they are called the Alaskan Native. That's what they
I
are
do
called
not
in law,
understand how in the hell
and we are the American Indian.
do motherfuckers keep on saying that they the original people when they keep saying that they.
Because they were brought here to erase us.
No, I'm saying like they keep saying that they is the second, like they a mixed race of people. Like can't be original if you a mix.
Yes, they can't. There's no possibility.
You
And
feel me?
now you have Mexicans who trying to jump on the bandwagon and say that they are indigenous. And on TikTok, the Native Americans went at the Mexicans saying y'all doing what the pretendians are doing. So now they battling too. So it's a lot
So
of lot.
look, that's where y'all should stop. That's where we should stop. Let them motherfuckers fight because they're gonna expose each other.
Yes. So we got a
We
lot of
gotta
that
let them
going on.
fight. Cause when the natives say, well, oh y'all got spared, then they gonna tell them like, well, y'all Asian, and we gonna be like, well, nigga, we all American, nigga. So shit, you feel me? we
That's a
can we
fact.
all we gotta do is sit back. They gonna tell on each other.
They've been telling
That's,
on each other.
they all want to be us.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
To this
Like I
day.
told you, we didn't got Copper Empress Hoba and Ab TV. They be having me crying laughing. Zoe Hustler, shout out to that brother. He got a nice channel. Zoe's be
Zoe got
going
his channel
all,
up? I gotta
huh?
find Zoe channel. I gotta find Zoe channel. I didn't
Oh
even
my
know Zoe
God, that
channel was
TikTok
popping.
channel be going off.
Oh,
So
it's TikTok. Okay. All
yeah,
right. Well, I can see it.
yeah, we all didn't bonded over there. Because what happens is the algorithm moves faster over there than it does here. Like over here, you see six people, and six people may not know I'm on here. I mean, the other people may not know I'm here. But soon as you go on TikTok, you're gonna get. I mean, I when I come on, I get like
Hey, a
five
real
hundred
talk, you know, I did not get no notification that you was on. I was actually watching Ad Power, and I
Yeah,
just so happened to bag out, and I saw that it was just like you was on. I was like, what? Shit, that's
well,
cuz.
I didn't get no early notification. That's probably. I mean, I didn't. This was a pop on video, but you know how they go.
No, I mean, I didn't even get no notification that you was just live. Period.
really, because see,
Yeah,
yeah, because I think, like I said, because of the controversial stuff that I say, I think that they have me shadow banned. So
keep turning up.
so that's why you guys got to share my videos because I think I be shadow banned sometimes.
I say keep saying it. Keep doing it.
Because I tell people the more that you share my videos, the more that and you press likes, the more that they can't deny you. They can't deny you. But because I have in the past allowed a lot of people up on my panel and we talk a lot of vicious shit, they had me in shadow ban. That's why it's very hard for me to pick up
You know
numbers
what?
again.
One thing you should do, if I will start recording myself where you have evidence that you was on YouTube and keep talking your shit. So when they do officially take your ass off,
Yeah, yeah.
but you can really tell niggas like, hey, look, they took me off because I was telling the truth.
My numbers have gotten up on YouTube because of TikTok. Because my numbers are still growing on YouTube fast is because of TikTok. I get like 200 or 300 people in my chat. Sometimes I done got up to 500 almost. I had got to 1,000. I think one time we had 1,000 people in the chat. So the algorithm there moves faster than the algorithm here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have
So
to see
that's
what's
why you see a lot of
up.
us over there, because but with the only problem over there, we get a lot of enemies over there.
I know I ain't had no enemies in a minute on social
Over
media.
here, we just get out. It might just be people for Aborigine, right? Aborigine people come over here. But when you go on TikTok, you're going to get a
That's where
large
the
amount.
natives and all them motherfuckers at.
Yeah, you're gonna get enemies. You're gonna get the Native Americans. You're gonna get the Mexicans. Everybody coming. And so it's war. We actually going back and forth with them over there. It be literally
I am
war.
gonna do it. And ASAP, because I'm gonna talk shit.
So we'll love to have you. We can't. I'll help you build your channel up. Just let me know you when you follow me. Let me know. I'll just help you build it up. What's up, Nas?
That's naughty?
What's up, Nas?
What's up, guys?
Been a long
Oh.
time since I've seen you on this side of the woods. We see you on the sports side. We don't never see. What's going
Yes.
on now? So we were talking about Michael B. Jordan and the backlash from the Caribbean people about him promoting his alcohol beverage. He was going to name it after a Caribbean town, and it was Nicki Minaj and all these people came after him, and a lot of talking about he's not a part of the diaspora. He don't know no better, and they really was not accepting this black guy, but they'll accept white people any day.
Oh my God, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. I don't.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Him promoting like something for himself to get his name out. I'm cool with that. The alcohol thing. I'm just like alcohol. Cause you
I don't have
know
a problem with him promoting this alcohol beverage. He's out here getting his money. I ain't even gonna never
Yeah.
knock no man for getting
The
their money.
problem is that the Islanders
Have a
basically said that he
problem.
don't have the right to do that because he don't know the culture and he don't know the history of whatever going on in the island, which they don't know if the nigga ever took the time out to go study they shit. First of all, then y'all motherfuckers over here doing all
Doing
of
the
our
same thing.
shit. Y'all do all of our shit. It ain't like y'all was like, you know what? We only gonna do some of the nigga shit. No, y'all chose to do all our shit. Food, dance, good shit, bad shit, healthy shit, unhealthy shit, a whole bunch of unhealthy shit. Just terrible shit. You feel
And
me?
being part of us. They basically us too. That's the scary part.
Yeah, they basically said we could take from you, but you can't take from us.
And we the same, and they the same as us.
We want to wear
Yeah, they
Jordans
colonized.
and hoodies. They want to wear Jordans and hoodies.
They colonized, and I keep telling people. I say a lot of these Caribbean people are nothing but descent people
Brainwashed.
from here. A lot of the before the islands separated, a lot of them islander people are from America. They before America separation, and I tell you, they don't really truly know who they are, and they against American blacks. It's just crazy to me.
They better go ask North Face how did they get to start selling again? North Face was only for white people, bro. Niggas got that shit. That shit went up. Niggas wearing the shit out of North Face. Made other people want to wear North Face. Then now that we ain't wearing North Face no more, you don't see nobody else wearing it. Or you see the last of the stranglers that's coming over here.
Anybody would like to come on the panel? We got a talk night. So if you guys would like to come on the panel, we still got some time to get some people in here. If you would like to come on, 504 Indigenous Warrior, if you thank you for dropping the link. If you would like to come on in, brother, come on in.
Shit,
Any
when they
ladies
said,
would like to come on, let us know. Egyptian God is anybody. Sharon, I know Egyptian God is since she was with a mother. Sharon Walker, if you want to come on, you guys are Shirley Walker. I mean, Shirley, welcome to come on. Charlene, anybody would like to come on.
nah. Cause I remember a couple years ago, I think like maybe it was right after COVID or right before COVID. Like niggas had did a strike on TikTok where they wasn't doing no dancing and nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah. There was.
And
What about the young lady where
didn't
the white
TikTok
boy
damn near
stole?
panic?
The white boy stole her song. I don't know if y'all remember that. She stole. The white boy had got. He had to get sued to stop singing her song.
Stop saying a
The girl
song.
got famous off TikTok, and he redid her song, and made more money for doing redoing her song because he was white.
Crazy.
They've been stealing for thousands of years, and we know this to be true.
What's
They
crazy is
so
like I expect the shit from the white people. Feel me? They
right.
young as hell. They young.
They don't have much
They the
color.
littlest brothers and sisters. You feel me?
Right.
I understand. You feel me? Like we'll get back to y'all niggas because we had to deal with y'all niggas in the beginning anyway. When it came to who the fuck was over here. So we'll get back down to the white people when this shit all over with. Because right now we gonna have to chop it up with them anyway. Because we got a major motherfucking fluctuation of immigration that just been sliding and sliding, sliding the fuck over here. So we need to, I ain't gonna say, band together, but niggas and white people need to be kind of sitting down at a table and having a few conversations of how we made this country what it was.
Yeah, we're gonna have to close the borders. We're gonna have to stop some of these immigrants. And I hate to say it, we're gonna need some of these white people because let me tell you something. They need us. They need us.
I
The
work with
way
motherfucking white people, and these motherfucking white people are serious, dog. They not playing about their new country of America. You feel me? Like United States of America. They're not playing about that shit. They love this motherfucker, bro.
DJ in
And
the house.
they is not letting this bitch go, dog. They love this country, dog. They is not letting it go for no foreigner.
Well, I can sit here and tell y'all, you see this. They had a Chinese person who came in and burnt a Montgomery church. Came in and burnt a historical Montgomery church. Now we do understand that back in the days they used to use the churches as a meeting hall. So these historical churches, back when Martin Luther King and them was doing their little work and stuff, they used to do the work in the churches. So what made this Chinese immigrant come there to particularly burn that church?
Because he wanted to be killed. I mean, unalive. I'm sorry for saying that.
It's crazy.
Somebody try to burn down Martin Luther King's house.
Yeah, they tried to get Martin Luther King house just recently,
See,
and
that's that.
it was one of us. It was one of us.
Are you sure it
It
was
was
one of
one of
us?
us.
Are we sure it's one of us? That's the thing. He can't just say it's one of us. I'm gonna have to go
Well,
look
well,
at it.
but
Look it
but
up.
somebody else said that. Somebody said that we got to stop thinking it's us. It could be one of them Africans they dropped off.
Man, I don't think, man, other than since like the 80s and 90s, I don't think it's been us for a long goddamn time. She should have got hit in the head with a brick. Not saying any women deserve to get hit. I don't be calling
Oh no,
women
hold
bitches
up, look.
and no
Let's
women
talk
get hit
about
with some other
Brickface,
shit.
okay? I know
But
you're talking about Brickface. Now let me tell you something about Brickface. Brickface, I just done a recent video on Brickface. Y'all got to understand, she's already the feds are on to her. She's
she
actually got a
deserve the
warrant.
shit.
She has a warrant for her arrest. She had a threat. Her last threat, she claimed that two black women had jumped her in her 40s. Two 40-year-old black women jumped her. Then her last allegation was against another a man, two women had beat her. So now she's in trouble right now with the feds. She had lied about being hit in the face with a brick. She had took all them donations, all that money. So she's in trouble right now.
And don't none of this shit ever happen in Detroit.
It's crazy that I'm telling you, what ain't happening in New Orleans.
Cause these people can excuse me. These people doing this shit where they know they can do this shit at.
And you got to understand, her own people were telling what it was her own people who hit her with the allegedly hit her with the brick, and come to be, there was no brick involved. The lady had some kind of illness, like some kind of infection she had in her mouth, and it caused her face to blow up. She had gingivitis. Gingivitis.
Somebody should have hit her with a brick. No, no.
If you
Allegedly,
look for
I like to
trash,
put it that way.
that's all you will find.
You feel me?
That's right.
Charles and White supposedly got beat up.
Well, he needed to get his ass whooped. I
I
like
know he
Charleston
said
White. I
I
like
like him.
him, but I
I
don't
like
like.
him, but I don't like the nigga.
I like him and I don't like him.
He he he, he is something else, nigga. That's what you could say. And then he something
what
else,
you
bro.
got? But I like him because he say a lot of shit that a lot of people needs to hear. He says a lot of real shit.
If he really was out here in the suit and tie going to these courts and really sticking up for our people, like he said he was, and now he's the way he is now, then I completely understand why he is doing it the way he's doing
Right,
it.
because he said nobody was listening to him back then. And he said he was out there going hard and nobody was even listening. He said the only way they would listen to him is him coming after the rappers. Once he had learned that they were starting to respond for him coming at the rappers, then that's what happened. We got to. Let me tell you one of the things that I try to tell our Aborigine family is that we got to debunk Sexy Red. Sexy Red, that culture is full of shit, Nas. That is a culture all of us got to stand against.
I'm gonna be real. That shit almost over with.
Absolutely.
It low key kind of started with like
Sukahana,
the no that shit go back to the 90s, 80s, 90s and shit. You feel me? Lil Kim and maybe a little bit before that.
Yeah,
yeah. But Lil Kim,
But
let me tell you something. We don't want to go back to that.
no, I'm
We got
saying.
to
I
be.
mean,
Little Kim doing
we, we
all
have
that.
to be real.
I mean,
It
you
ain't
talking
nothing but
about
an
Foxy
evolution
Brown,
of that.
Foxy Brown and Lil Kim. But I understand what you're saying. But
Man,
this girl here, I think, is a little bit worse. She said gonorrhea juice. Come on now. She had gonorrhea
yeah,
juice
this shit
dick.
that's how you know it's almost over because they ain't got shit else to talk about other than stupid
Booty
ass shit
juice.
that don't nobody want to happen to them.
Asshole juice. I mean, come on, man. Let's go.
Glorilla.
That
Oh
kind
my
of.
God.
I don't think I ever seen Foxy Brown and Lil Kim make products that's just. It's embarrassing to our culture. It's embarrassing to our people, and we gotta call this shit out, man.
Cause it wasn't as bad in the '90s. Now that
Exactly. The language was different in the 90s.
now two thousands and 2010s and 2012. Oh, it's screwed. Everybody should already knew.
Sound like
Okay,
you remixing, brother.
But I mean that sexy red is almost over with. That's why they keep on trying to remake it. It's they happen to remake that demon. I mean, yeah, that demon, that lustful demon, every couple years because that entity can't hold on, especially in our culture.
she another puppet. Her, Lado, Gorilla,
It
Cash,
ain't like when I look at it, it ain't even really about the girl. It's the entity that they represent. Because if you look at it, they all representing the same
Jezebel in the
entity.
house.
Zeus. There's Zeus.
You feel me? So
We got an
it's just
all-star panel coming up on here. We got Mr. Controversial himself. He got a lot of them Africans at him after him on TikTok. 504 Indigenous Warrior. They after him on TikTok. But that's America's most wanted right there. Go ahead, brother. What's going on?
Man, man,
we,
what's up, bro?
what
we
you done
talking about we
did.
swamp babies, bro. We
Man,
talking
what?
about the gator babies.
Man, I did that, man. What I didn't do.
So what happened, bro? Tell us why they after you so hard. Why is the energy after you? What of the African Pan African? I hear that it's Pan Africans after you, right?
Oh,
Man,
you got
they,
Pan Africans too.
I got some $5 Africans after me.
Why? Tell it. I'm sure that everybody would like to know why. What is going on?
Oh, because man, I laid up in your home and I was telling them who we was, and that's like we being telling them who we are. They want to come in our house and try to tell us we not American in it. They want to tell us we African. So I lays up there and I lay up there and I tell them what it's in for. You ain't about to come in my house. And so the dude trying to tell me and tell me my grandma was lying. I ain't no American Indian. I said, who the hell you think you is? You can't tell me who my bloodline. You talking about what is my bloodline for some shit you done learned in a book somewhere? You crazy or something?
So is it true that they've been going around calling us gator babies on
Hell
TikTok?
yeah, that boy called me a gator baby the other day on the bitch. When you was up there, he called me a gator. I talk so bad to them niggas. I talk so bad to them niggas, dog. I talk so bad to that mother. I ran him off the panel. He took off.
So
Like, I
is
wait.
it information or is it niggas just talking shit over there?
No, no, my brother. It done got so bad to where we've been getting threats, death threats, all kinds of things that are going on over there. And these are Pan African dudes. Now, and we got problems from the real Africans as well, because the ones who was calling us gator babies was the Africans, real Africans.
Yeah, yeah, they
Yeah, it
real,
was
they
not
real
Pan
African.
Africans that was doing it. It was the real Africans that was doing it.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody bust the move yet.
man, I'm talking, man, I've been, man, nigga, bro. I've been going so duff over there, bro. I'm in timeout in both of my accounts, bro.
Yeah, we
That's
both
how
is.
bad.
We both in
How
timeout.
bad. That's how bad I've been cutting up, bro.
See, that's how I
I,
know I'm gonna get banned soon. Cause I like now that I'm hearing this, I'm not going over there with information. I'm going over there just to talk shit.
we tried we we tried the information. We've been working the information for a very long time. Like I said, shout out to Copper. Original Copper Empress Holber. Shout out to Aborigine TV. Shout out to all Zoe Hustler.
Man, it's a
Shout
wall
out to
over there,
all the
dog.
brothers.
It's really a wall. It's really like, it's
Shout out
like really. Oh, look, bro,
C3
it's so much.
C3 me. I just want to give naturalism. All of the great ones, Opium, all of them are great ones over there that's been holding it down
Man, it's like, bro, it's
for a
like we
very
really
long
at war.
time.
It's like we really at war,
T-Ball.
man. We really at fucking war, man. It's like we getting. It's like we at war, and then
Lowe's.
it's like we fighting the Pan Africans, the Africans, and the Native Americans.
Yeah, we
So
we've
it's
been
like,
getting it. We've been getting it
so we've
real
been getting
bad.
it in.
The Native Americans, they've been binding against us, and now we have some like I told people before, you got Native Americans that's been battling with Mexicans, saying, because we got Mexicans talking about they're the indigenous people, and now we got some Native Americans that's like, what are you talking about? You're not native. So they battling with the Spaniards. So all it's a big mess on TikTok.
Yeah, man, but it's like, but ain't like we've been punching them bitches in their mouth, though. Ain't gonna like we've been bust because all that hot shit they blowing, it really ain't nothing but hot smoke. Because when you sit back, because I was in a debate the other day. I was in the debate so bad the other day where the dude was asking me to prove. I just went off of New Orleans, Louisiana information alone. I didn't care about the other 49 states. I just bust them in the mouth with just New Orleans history alone. So when they was coming at me on like, because when I first was telling them about the migration of the Bering Strait with the Native Americans and shit, that came in like the mid 1800s. You see them when you start putting this shit in perspective, you start thinking for yourself. It's like this: if the Bering Strait happened in the 1800s, the mid 1800s, like they say it did from the paperwork. Then you have the explorers that came to Louisiana in 1541 and stated, and this is in the Congress, the Library of Congress paperwork. When the explorers came through there, I think his name was Jean Lafitte. Well, we call it Lafayette or whatever, but his name is Lafitte. How you spell it?
Yeah, John
He's
Lafitte.
he was an explorer, a Frenchman that came to Louisiana in 1541. So he stated in his paperwork that he was met with black Indians, black of Ethiopian color, and with black hair. And I kept saying, I said, so this was in the paperwork that this man here saying this is legal documents that came from this man's mouth himself. So I'm supposed to go along and say he's lying because this man, I'm supposed to believe what you say as a Pan African and take over with this man saying he saw with his own two fucking eyes. And you was nowhere living in this time. You see, when you start hitting them with paperwork like that, you can't dispute paperwork. You know they're gonna hit you with? Well, why did you take a DNA test? This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you're saying is invalid because this is contradiction to what you're saying. This paperwork right here is contradictory. There's one thing in Louisiana they don't know about is that if you go to LSU campus, there's a mound that's in there. That mound predates all that shit. That mound is over 12, 13,000 years old.
Yeah, we talked about this before, that they are TP builders. We are mound builders. They build
Mm-hmm.
canoes. See, you got to understand. that the Native Americans, we talked about the Native Alaskans, or how the Native Alaskans, you could see Russia from Alaska, and it used to be owned by Russia. It's a fact that Siberian people are, are from Siberia. That these people, Native Americans, are not the natives of this land.
Mm-mm.
Just being native is nothing
They
special.
Mongolians.
Yeah, just being native. Anybody can be a native. A European can be a native. Anybody that's born on a land is a native. So being a native is nothing special. So we have told people the difference of a Native American and American Indians are two different names in law, different names in law. So we've been reclassified as black. We've been reclassified as color. We've been reclassified as Negro. We the only people who have been reclassified multiple times. You have never seen any other nations reclassified as many times as the so-called black people in America. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. On top of that, this is where they really just still buggy you to this day. Rashad Jamal said best. If we all came from Africa, why in the freaking world the African never heard that story then? Got to America. If you are African American, tell me what African you know is
I don't know if
biologically
you
true.
if anybody hearing what I'm hearing, I think you're gonna have to go walk somewhere else. We cannot hear you good, brother. It's like you distorted. Yeah, we used to hear you that a long time ago, but you fixed it on football Sunday. I don't know what's going on now. Y'all hear that, y'all? Yeah, now it's you distorted, brother. You might need to fix that. Go ahead, go ahead, brother.
What happened? What happened? What happened to his? He was sounding like a goddamn broken radio.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
can hear me?
We want to hear you, bro. Just go ahead and speak.
ahead, brother. You got that. Go ahead.
It was like Jamal said this. If we all really came to Africa, why the freaking world the Africans heard that story then? Yeah, they got to America. For anybody that's watching this, if you were supposed to be some so-called African American, tell
What
M
tunnel
something
you
straight
in?
up right now.
What
Tell what
tunnel
right.
you in?
Mm,
Yeah, you might need to back out and come back in, brother, because we definitely can't hear you.
But I thought the Bering Strait was debunked. And I thought they weren't called Mongols. I thought they were just mestizos,
Mestizos,
mixed race of people.
what? That's what they are. That's what they are, mixed race of people. And the thing is, they were brought to replace the original black people. In every nation, and I want you guys to understand this. Every continent has a dark-skinned people. Everybody started dark-skinned. There's no light-skinned brother comes before dark skin. And you guys got to understand this. You guys got to understand all of us come from the darkest. Mute your mic, brother. Boy, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your internet. The darkest skinned people, all light skinned people come from dark skinned people. You can debate it with your mama. The original people, the original man, the original woman, everybody comes from dark skinned people. And the reason why people feel inferior, feel they got a problem due to color. People got issues when it comes to color, and they don't understand because they see you got the dynamic, you got the ability to change one's race. You got the ability to change one's race, one's colors. And they have a lot of people that the national rule is dark is evil and dark is bad, dark is hopeless. The dictionary that looks at us as being a threat, when you understand that we're not the threat, that we are full of dominance. Bloodline means dominance, meaning our blood has a dominant gene. And they fear the dark skinned brother. All people come from dark people. Everybody comes from dark people. Y'all can take the flow.
Mm. Y'all can hear me good?
Go ahead.
Well, what part?
Nah,
You gotta be. It's your headphones.
you got headphones on, man.
Man, man, take that
We done
thing out
told
the
you
door.
that on football Sunday. We tell y'all, bruh, take them
Take them
headphones
headphones
off and go manual.
And throw them down the street and let somebody run over them motherfuckers.
off. Take them bitches back to Walmart.
You take them to let somebody run over them. Back up
One of
the
y'all
reverse.
want
Fill
to take
back the receipt. They will let you.
that.
It's,
One of y'all.
it's to give you a they should just be feel sorry for you and give you that you gonna get another felt.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Peanut,
Brightmore.
I done broke my damn finger.
Go ahead, Brightmore. Go ahead. What we're talking about, because I
Man,
think I think that's the issue. Color. When a black man says that the Egyptians were black, they have a
but
problem,
even
because when you look at Nefertiti, when we talk about Nefertiti and you talk about Cleopatra, when you understand that they have taken in movies, and they do this
yeah,
with the
yeah, I
cowboys.
think
The cowboy, the cowboys was originally melanated black men. But what happened was the white man was the cow help. They were the overseer. The black man was the cowboy. There was and it's cool to be a cowboy now, but it wasn't cool to be a cowboy then. They called us boy because they didn't respect us as a man. So you got to understand these things. Everything started melanated. Go ahead, Brightmore.
And they cut us off so many times. We have been cut off by cities, states, and countries.
Right.
And we one continent.
One,
They
we're one continent. We're not a country. From
they used to
Canada
connect
to
with each
South
other,
America, we are a continent, not a country.
and
You
we
can
connected with each other. It's sad how they did it, but it's gonna take us to learn it and get it back. That's all it is.
let's see if
We gotta
Nas gonna come up
keep
now with
reaching
this.
out people.
Y'all can hear me?
Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Nas.
It's gonna live. We're into the point of we're in the Aquarius age, right? Means the planet shift is on a seven, right? That's
Yes,
why
sir.
that's why everything is coming out so fast. That
Information.
yep, that Pan African stuff, I'm like, it's completely exposed. The shield's exposed. I'm like, no more of that Africa stuff. I said, nope. How in the world you gonna tell us that we all came from Africa, but we all didn't? You want to put us in just one freaking fishbowl when we was on every scatter of multiple plates on the table. Come
Well,
on now.
The Vatican and Masons and Moors, they all knew they had to drop information when the Aquarian age hit because they
Mm-hmm.
all still have to answer to a certain frequency or power.
Y'all
Facts.
notice Moors don't come at us no more. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
noticed that. 504 Indigenous Warrior. You notice we don't. The Moors not really attacking no more. They back
If,
down.
if y'all notice, it never really was beef. They was really, honestly, the Moors wasn't really saying too much that we wasn't saying. They
give
was
you an
just saying
ally.
they was here too. You feel like
They was under a frequency spell. That's what happened. You got to think about it. Who taught how to conquer who? Who taught how to conquer a world? The extraterrestrials. And who got taught that down the line? The Greeks. And who taught the Greeks that? The Moors.
That's
Well,
right.
not that. Yeah, the Greeks taught the Moors. The Moors taught everything else to the Greeks. That and guess what the Greeks did? The Greeks
Conquer
put
their ass.
Patrick in the
the Moors
house.
into a. The Greeks put them into a
Who are
frequency
the
brain spell, and that's why the Moors was hating on us ever since then. They was
who are
under
the true
spell.
Greeks?
Hmm.
I said, who are the true Greeks?
The true Greeks, us. We the Greek. We the original. We the true Greeks.
The Creek
We the true
Indians?
everything. We the true everything. Cause guess what? We was the first to everything. We was the first Malaysian. We was the first Thailandese. We was the first original African. Not saying we African, but we the very first African. We the cowboy, the African, and the Indian. We everything that was ethnically
That's
manifested
that's
before
the
they got
problem,
created.
and that's the problem.
What?
Some people can't. Some people can't take that. They can't take that. How can this one particular race have everything? How can they just have everything? We can't have shit. Everybody mimics us.
Hmm.
Everybody
You
Well,
know
mimics us.
that's
Because
that's,
that's powerful what you're saying because
we went
we are
around a
the
lot of
oldest
places
race.
and
We are
helped
the oldest
colonize.
race people. We are the oldest race of people.
yep. And how long have Caucasian people been in existence? Only
Not that.
6,000 years. 600
Hey,
decades. How long have we been in existence? Over
KJ,
150 plus thousand decade years. That's 1,500 decades.
I don't
We've
even
been
think we
living
have a
like
date for us.
No, I don't think. It's way. It's way more than that because you can like, and if you do it like, okay, with Doctor Word wise, us and so-called another set of people is the only people that have the most ancient is DNA. That's why I say you can't like put a time on it because our DNA and another set of people DNA over there in Africa is the most ancient DNA on the face of the planet because we the oldest people. Everybody come from us, and everybody come from us. Well,
yep.
everybody came from behind. Everybody came
but
behind
this
us.
is the old world. This is the old world that nobody wants to talk about. This is the old world, and we keep telling people that melanated people were here, just like melanated people were in Asia. We keep forgetting that Asia started off as melanated. They
Hey,
didn't
Yep.
start.
Peanut,
Neuromelanated
Yeah,
slash
Peanut,
melanated.
I,
go ahead.
I guarantee you, in a couple years, they gonna start saying, because I have heard a native say this before. Oh yeah, it was dark Indians or Aboriginals here, but they all got killed off. I guarantee that's gonna be the next talking point. That's gonna be the
Okay.
next talking point. That they gonna
But
agree that it's
They
gonna be
did
some
that here.
melanated Aboriginals, but they gonna say they was killed off.
yeah, yeah. No,
They
but
did the same
they
thing
want to
here.
believe that all of us came on slave ships, shitting and pissing on top of each other. They want us to believe for 6 to 8 months, thousands. Now we ain't talking about like maybe 10 or 12 came across. Well, they want to believe that 10,000, 30,000, 40,000 of the
4.5
dominance,
million.
You cannot
and that is unreal.
do that. It is not humanly
There's
possible.
no way.
It
Nope.
is just no way to like come. Not to even. We're not gonna get on the
Sailboat.
conditions of the boats. We're not gonna even get on those conditions right now. We just gonna
Mm-mm.
talk about the Atlantic Ocean it motherfucking self. Have you seen that bitch beat against
What
the
about the
walls of
hurricane?
motherfucking
What about
dog?
the
Come
hurricane?
exactly. Dog, have y'all seen that shit beat against the motherfucking walls of New York in the wintertime?
You want to know why? I'll give you three games.
What?
Because guess
North
what?
Carolina?
Want to know why? Because the
6 months
Atlantic
to get.
Ocean.
6 months to get here. More please.
And in the middle of that motherfucker get worse. Don't think like the further you get out in the Atlantic it get calm. No, that bitch is nothing but storms. Our motherfucking military have trouble staying in that goddamn ocean.
But what
You
about the
want to know
heat, brother?
why?
What about the
In
heat?
the
If
in
they
the
got
in the
you down
middle of
in the
that
cellar,
motherfucker.
now look. What about the heat? What about the heat? And it got you all the way down in the cellar at the bottom, chained up, and your woman is going through her period her menstruational cycle. She's
Yeah, it's
bleeding.
just not sanitary possible.
The
It's just
men are
not.
shitting and pissing. Where's the water? Where's the food? How are you taking care of all of these so-called prisoners
I
that
don't
they're
get.
bringing
I don't give a
across?
damn how many Europeans had how many goddamn Moors leading them the way. It ain't goddamn humanly possible that whoever was taking care of who was taking care of all of them, and making sure everybody was good. This is not possible. This is not possible. Fuck out of here.
We have, and when you and I told somebody, I said every time you look at these so-called ships and the people on these ships, you will see cartoon images. But when you look at New Orleans, Louisiana, and there's a place called the Irish Channel, and when they brought them through the port of New Orleans, when the Irish came in a later part of the years in the 19th century, they came. Where did they come through in the 1900s? They came they ass through the Irish Channel, and they were and most of them people barely made it. And this was
Hey,
the 1900s,
hey,
and these
Peanut.
Irish came to New Orleans, and they talk about this. This is documented when they came. So they took pictures of that same people on the boat, and they made them cartoon images.
Peanut, you were speaking about the boat situation and everybody being
Your
so
ships on
sardine,
there,
yeah, sardine to each other.
yeah, like
All
sardines.
right, I just broke my motherfucking finger on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and he been pretty much wrapped up and everything, healing up, and I haven't been able to bend it. When they had unwrapped it, just 2 weeks of me just having it wrapped and not being able to use it, I could not really bend my finger.
Wow. What about the
So
bed sores? What about the bed sores? If you
how
if
did them
you
people get
def-
off them damn boats walking?
if you're
6 months of
urinating,
laying down.
my brother, if you're urinating on yourself and if you're defecating on yourself, you're gonna cause such you
I,
your
look,
butt crack will
I
be
told you,
so.
Pino, I ain't gonna even get on the sanitary part. I ain't gonna even get on that shit. I ain't gonna even get on that. I'm not gonna get on bed
You're
sores.
just talking about natural leg cramps.
I'm just talking about regular. You feel me? Like I know if I can't move, bend my fucking finger right now, them people was not walking off them boats in 6 months of laying there.
Mm-mm.
Who the hell was letting them up on the deck so they can breathe and
And
stand up and stretch their legs? Have you rode in a car for hours?
And that's why I be telling people when you see the pictures, what I can see on TikTok, I can show all the pictures real good, And when I show y'all, they you like tuna fish, it's unbelievable, y'all. And we have believed this shit for so long. We have
They do.
listened to the lies for so long.
They do not make truckers pull over to sleep, just to sleep. They like
My
they
brother,
expect truckers
I
to
just have
stretch
to
their
stop.
legs, dog.
I
And
stopped tonight. I'm a trucker. I'm in my truck right now, as you guys can see. I'm in my sleeper is in the back. I drive 500 miles a day. My legs, I got arthritis in my shoulder, a major arthritis that I'm dealing with. I battled with the diabetes 2 years ago. I want to let y'all know I got good. Y'all remember 2 years ago I was real sick, and I want y'all to know that they're about to weave me off the pills for good, and I'm no longer a diabetic. So I just want to let you know.
congratulations,
Oh yes, after
kudos.
2 years,
congratulations.
I went.
Shout out
Y'all
to
remember I
the
was like
ancestors. Shout out to the L's.
yes. So
Shout out to Peanut.
imagine you driving. Imagine you driving the time that I drive, and I got to pull over. My legs get cramped up. My legs, my shoulder, my back. How in the world I'm gonna lay in a position? They're gonna tell you that I'm gonna lay chained up in a position, and I'm gonna be laid out. And we singing Negro spirituals, whatever Kunta Kinte type of songs. And I'm just to get our day going. And you gonna tell me if
Niggas
I
just
be
walked.
a
Niggas just
bullet to
walked off the
bullet to
boat
bullet
after
to,
that and got right in the fields.
and got your ass off and washed your ass off and went straight into the field.
You feel me? You ain't had no blood circulation going up and down your goddamn body. That shit just been laying there, nigga, for 6 months. And you just got your ass up like Lazarus, nigga, and just got to working. Fuck out
No,
of
come on,
here, man.
let's get this young buck. Let's get this young buck on off the. Come on, Buckaroo.
But this my
Come on.
but this my thing. So you mean to tell me y'all crossed all that water and y'all had the niggas on the ship up there all that time and you cleaning whatever the fuck they was doing? Nobody decided to take the chop off that motherfucker?
And the worst part
You
is,
know
you,
damn well it's
you want to know
y'all
what
know
origin
damn well it's hot.
and you
I
know what
hey,
region. You want to know
I
why?
take that
Because the
I take a
region they
chance
was
swimming in
flying
that water.
through.
I done took a chance swimming in that water to get ass whooping they talk about their head was giving them.
6 months?
Yeah, I know
6 months
damn
of
well
that.
for 6 to 8 months on a sailboat in the heat, and y'all talk about this being hot. Africa not hot. Y'all
On,
telling me
on the
African
Man,
Atlantic
I'd
water
have
not
took
hot?
one of
Ocean.
them sea monsters to get me a ride back.
Look, you on the Atlantic Ocean. First, you had remember they said they came straight across. So now that they said they ain't came across, they had to went around. You feel me? They ain't trying to go with that or straight across shit no more. They understand that the ocean ain't having that. Not in no damn sailboats. Not while the army of today having issues. So
And,
they
and that's
can't go with that narrative. So nigga going through Jamaica and all that shit and man, Haiti hot as fuck in them sailboats.
But they don't even. The Africans don't even know y'all story. How you look? How you gonna feed some shit to my people when the Africans don't even remember your ass? Remember the story happening that way? They
the trip
don't
about
even
Exactly.
know the story.
and the trip about it, and they don't even see like and they so stupid to where like okay, you sitting up here following a nigga named Marcus Garvey who was a Jamaican nigga. He was the like so y'all man like why y'all don't think for yourself? You follow a nigga like Dr. Umar. Come on, like you gonna go against your blood for a nigga like Dr. Umar, really? You
I'm
gonna go
just in
against
2024. I'm not bringing up Umar, Marcus Garvey. No, Tariq, he kind of funny though, bro. That's funny. You
Tariq,
feel me?
so let me tell you something about Umar. I mean, Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey, and I was telling somebody this a while back. I said, y'all got to understand what was going on in the 1970s when they were making a movement. I think it was about the latter 50s, 1950s. After that movement, then it went down to the 70s. When Marcus Garvey, I think, when did Marcus Garvey come back? What year? If I was to get Marcus Garvey in, um, when he came down to America. When anybody remember the date, the year? Because I'm about to put something. I'm about to show y'all something. I think it's the 70s, huh?
Let me find out. I know when he was around, they didn't have no
Let me know if y'all remember when he come, because I'm about to put something together to make y'all think about something. You're looking it up. I think he's looking it up
Mm. To
because I'm
piggyback
out.
on, mm.
Huh?
To piggyback on what he shared about the Atlantic Ocean and all that,
Can
on
you hear me,
why it
Peanut?
exists.
Yeah.
That's 1940s around that
Okay.
time.
Okay. Think about 1940, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 1950s, you're getting ready for. So in New York, you got him down there. You got him down the time when they were calling you Afro American. Okay. So you got to remember this. So you got it. There's a movement that he's bringing. He brings it to New York, just like in latter part times. You started. Where is the most place? It's New York. You got so many different cultures in New York. You have so many different religions in New York. Think about that. Everybody, if you go to New York, there's somebody sitting out on the corner, standing out on the corner, trying to get you to learn. Either if it ain't the Hebrew Israelites, if it ain't the Muslims, if it ain't, there's somebody out there with their religion,
I
right?
do not like New York.
New York is the well influence of black people, right? When you talk about controversy, when you talk
And the
about
original name of it is Duke of
that.
York.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all, through years and years of colonization, of trying to bring in their narratives in amongst our people. You have to understand that these were vulnerable stages of our lives when these people came in. We were dealing with the 1950s. We were dealing with colored people could not even go into restaurants, or we were the same restaurants. They couldn't drink out the same water fountains. So you dealing with a vulnerable people at that time. So you dealing with people who was looking for the Black Panthers, looking for people for revolution, trying to get to. So that was an easy time for Marcus Garvey to come on in and try to hype our people up, and they became Pan African lies. Okay, and that's what they did. Our people. My grandfather never told me about Marcus Garvey. They never told me. In New Orleans, Louisiana, we never heard of that shit. We never heard of no Pan Africanism. So it was up New York, way up. I'm telling you, it's in the northern states where he was doing a lot of his influences.
Yeah.
And then he tried to bring it down. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of us from the South, a lot of like brothers from Detroit, a lot of y'all are from the South. A lot of people from Detroit, a lot of y'all brothers from Chicago, y'all are truly Mississippians, truly
True.
Floridians,
Yeah.
truly Louisianians. Everybody who fled
Yeah.
away from the colonization.
Yeah.
And y'all, if you go do your genealogy, you will see more of y'all are from these areas: Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, all the way down.
There was no such thing as it was Mississippi, Louisiana, Mississippi, all that. That was just one big old place. And they had the Seminole, Florida Seminole Indians in Florida, so all that was one big ass place. So your family gonna be
Shout out
from
to David Bell.
yeah, your family gonna be from down in that way.
Religion has messed us up, family.
Oh,
We
don't tell me about that.
we
And we
are the
already know
most
who's in trouble
colonized
there.
people. Look how many times our name have changed. You go from being Indian, you've been called you're called Negro in color, you mulatto, you Afro American, you black, you're African American, you're minorities. How many
We
times
are.
they're going to change our people?
You're a minority when you've been in the charge.
Mm-hmm. You don't know what's up? We is they said notice in history they lied about something. In 1492, they
Yes,
said there was 8 billion American Indians and they just killed all of them.
that
What?
ain't killed for
Where,
smallpox.
where they go? Where
But
they go?
let me tell you something, young blood. They say from smallpox because of the stench from the stench of the European. Now let me tell you something. What are we, super Negroes? Because they came and got us from Africa. If we came from Africa, how we didn't die before we got all the way to America from the stench?
Mhm.
How how
Impossible.
the how the Native Americans who never met them passed away, and we beat them. They come and get our ass while we ain't die on the ship.
Six,
Exactly.
6 to 8 months of
They really.
breathing they funky asses,
Right. If this the case, and
and the
so
funky motherfucker next to me that's pissing and shitting and throwing up and can't fucking move and
Exactly. And
fucking
you to believe
seasick
they
and
killed
shit.
and you believe and they got us believing that they killed 8 billion of our ancestors, American Indian ancestors in one day. Man,
from
they
a
just
stench,
got
Hold on,
here.
from
wait a minute.
stench,
Hold on. In that story, those are not our ancestors, sir. So
not Native Americans.
Not the Native Americans part,
remember,
American
No,
people.
American
we was
Indians.
on the boat at that time.
And they trying to say we was on the boat at the time.
We was already here before 1492. We was already here, way before that.
I mean, we know
They just
that.
came in. They invaded us in 1492. Then next thing you know, they didn't take over till 1776.
Hey, the
Then that's
European
when
a
it went
bad
down.
motherfucker to be doing all of this shit.
I mean, but that's what I'll be talking about, family, is
I'm
the fact
talking
that we
about,
give them
nigga.
too much credit. We give too much credit to
I'm,
the white man Some of these white people don't even want the credit, and you guys giving it to them. Some of these white people don't even understand. Because let me tell you what y'all don't know. There are white people lie to white people to keep superiority. So you got to understand that not. That's why a lot of their children have woke up against the fuckery. Don't y'all understand that we have the most help that we have had against their own is white people have fought their own people.
Yep.
They have fought against their own people. Go look at the Civil Rights Act. Go watch who was marching in the Civil Rights Act, and you will see white people on the side of us. You didn't see no African. You didn't see no Native American. And Mississippi burning, it was white boys who got killed, who was
Hey,
undermined.
hey, Peanut. Remember I told you that these white people, bro, they love their country, dog, and they not for this Biden and Ukraine shit.
Oh, I ain't look. We, in my opinion, brother, I ain't for no look. I can't stand Biden, and I
No,
can't stand Trump.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
want
the
look.
white people in this
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
Like how you saying, you feel me? They
I
not.
don't want to see either one of those. Look, anybody that could wear a pamper, I don't think should be president. Anybody wearing pampers
I
depends
ain't seen
should
Joey
not.
B in a long time. I'm gonna be real. I ain't seen Joey B in a long time. Don't tell me this man is out here wearing Pampers.
That man, they stank. He got look. That man be doing the stanky leg, but that man be shitting on himself. I'm just letting you know there ain't nowhere in the world that anybody who forgets at the panel what today is should not be president of the United States.
Ain't no,
All
Want to
right,
know a
so
secret?
y'all
and
Want to
gotta
how
know a
you
secret?
fall?
understand. Y'all gotta understand the influence of presidents that I done had in my lifetime. All my presidents could probably jog. You feel me? I got to
Peace,
see
family.
Bill.
How you fall giving a medal to a war veteran, nigga? Like, you can't even
Stop it, man.
do that, man.
Like,
Like, how you
Every
I didn't.
fall?
president is biologically related to each other. That's why.
I didn't thought all my presidents that I've seen, not my president, but all of the United States presidents that been in office since I've been born, I done figured like, all right, they all can whoop some ass except for this last one. This last one, I'm like, man, if we really was to let the world leaders fight each other, you feel me? We ain't gonna win, y'all.
Right, David. You're right, David. And I'm not saying that there were no black people in Detroit. I said a lot of them come from the South. I'm not saying that they didn't have black people in the North. A lot of them are their origin come from the South. That's all I'm saying. A lot
they,
of them,
they, they, they own that law, the
because I
interrogation, the racial interrogation, the racial act is the reason why a lot of people migrated to the north.
yeah, and there's a lot of our tribes that was in the North too. I'm not because
Yeah,
in Ohio,
but
if you go
a
look at the
lot of them,
Ohio River, you go look at Ohio. There were many there are many mounds and there were many pyramids in Ohio. So of course we had people. Ohio had nations up there as well.
Hey,
So
David
And
Bill,
what they
I'm
do
just
to the
saying
pyramids,
there's
blew
a
them up
lot of
or
people.
hid them in
David,
plain sight.
David
I'm
Bill,
saying that there's a lot that migrated.
who you think built Detroit? Them
We
old
did
buildings and stuff.
Right. There was Egyptians that built Detroit.
us, the
don't
actual originals, and
don't
we
do
built
it,
the Grand Canyon too.
don't do it.
Why do
Don't
you figure
believe
they
you.
don't want us to go back there? Because guess what?
They don't want you in there because they know what's happening. This is old Egypt. Everybody knows that.
And guess what they found back there? 8, 9 foot mummies. And you want to know what the mummies look like? Us, us, them us before we got this, the heights that we is now. That's not what we originally was. You look at a giant 8, 9 foot mummy. You look at all these extraterrestrials. That was originally us in a different physical format before we got to what we is now. That's how big we was. Look what they did when they invaded us. Frequency,
Yeah,
the frequency
we
went
definitely
down.
had people everywhere, my brother, because California, just like Khalifa and all them, they black. Our people were everywhere. I'm just saying, a lot of them came from the South because
But
of
y'all still
colonization and
explaining
slavery.
yourself.
No, I just want people to know that I agree with them.
So I'm 6'7".
That's right. He said he's 6'7". Yes,
I'm
you
like,
would be
he's six
considered a.
seven.
You would have been considered a giant, brother. You 6'7". You would be
Yep.
considered a giant.
Because guess what? You have that DNA. You have that
Man,
You have that DNA.
extraterrestrial
That's
based
where your six
XY
seven come
DNA.
from.
they laid that boy down and made him a breeder.
He said his grandmother was 7 feet. Wow.
Dang!
Wow.
Giants.
Now I
That's
know
how
you.
big we
I hope
was.
you ain't joking.
Oh, is hell.
Exactly. They
Oh,
shrunk us.
Well, how
You even
tall was
go to
your granddad?
Well, David said that's why he said they probably came up in the 1500s. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They probably got there during that time or during the 1500s. But we
Who
do
got
know
where?
that a lot of migrations, a lot of us kept going up. A lot of us kept spreading out because we're not gonna stay. We like to keep traveling and
A,
adventuring out.
a big part of the migration up north is the automotive migration. Industrial. When that shit and that automotive shit popped off, that opened up a lot of jobs for the north.
Yes, yes. That was a
Cause
powerhouse. Detroit was a
constru-
powerhouse. St.
when
Louis as well.
construction,
St. Louis was a powerhouse as well because it was connected to the Mississippi River. Mississippi River, which is actually like I said, we talk about Mississippi being the Nile River and all this other stuff. So
and that is
there's a
true.
lot, and there's a lot that we need. We really a lot of stuff that's why I keep telling you this world was connected, in my opinion. It was connected to Africa. It was connected to all these places, and a lot of
And
people
it
don't
wasn't
look at
just
that.
all this.
If
It
you
wasn't
look
just
at the
all this.
earth, you could tell that the United States had an earthquake where a lot of these lands had moved away from each other. Because if you go to Wyoming, if you're a truck driver like me, you could see the boulders. You could go to
the Madrid,
Colorado, you could see the boulders.
Madrid
You
Hmm.
go to
earthquake of
California,
1812. Madrid
Listen,
you
earthquake
see
of
the
listen.
1812.
His gramps was 7'2", and his great gramps was 7'6".
God
wow.
damn.
God damn.
Nigga,
Yeah.
you
You
is
got
the family. He is the family of giants. What you
He
talking
is the
about?
family of giants, my brother. You got a
Really?
family of giants.
Because guess what? In Greek mythology, you look at who was they really talking about,
And,
who's really
and
the
look, I'm
giant.
only six
Us.
three. I'm only 6'3", and I'm listening to this dude say he's 6'7". And
Tuscaloosa.
Exactly. You a giant.
my son is 6'5".
That's where my
My older
people's
son,
at. Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
yeah, my oldest son is 6'5". I'm 6'3". His uncle is 6'7". My mother was 6'1". So we not as tall as y'all, but we have some tall people.
Y'all got that gene
Yep.
too, Peanut.
My grandmother was 6'4".
They
Yeah,
got that
see,
deep.
y'all got that gene too.
They got that collide too, man. That David got that collide dream, man.
My phone about to die, cuz.
Yeah, it's great, man. We got to do this again. I always love when look. I always love when you come around, brother. I get
Yeah, yo, I'm
we
saying,
got
I
to.
hope y'all stay on, man, so I can listen to y'all, man. I'm
Yeah,
chatting in the
we
chat.
go. Look, me and 504 gonna start doing a lot over here since we suspended. So, so we gonna come up with some. Look, we're gonna be looking for you, Brightmore. We gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start putting the time. Like to get people to notice that we're here. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
start.
get a damn TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna set the times on it and everything. Yeah, come and follow us on TikTok too, man. So you can, cause we need your help there. Cause a lot of shit be going on real big time. Nas, we gonna be looking for you, young brother, man. You got a lot of knowledge, my brother. When we can hear you clear. Now you notice it's your headsets, Nas. Do you
Yep.
understand?
Yep.
DJ, my brother. We love you, DJ. DJ, we learned a lot from you, man. If y'all go look back at DJ,
Yeah.
Esteem PE, go look at what he was, the stuff that he was writing. Him and David Bell, everybody who was real active in the chat. Y'all go check them out, man. And y'all, let's make sure that we subscribe to each other. Y'all make sure we subscribe to each other. We are one big family. Remember that we are stronger together than apart. Remember that. Cause I got to go.
Feel me? Blue. Go blue.